I like to make men uncomfortable. I enjoy making men uncomfortable.
Well, I can change that in a hurry.
Charmin Obaid-Chinoy, if that is her real name, is set to direct the first Disney Star Wars movie since The Rise of Skywalker. And it very well may end up being worse than The Rise of Skywalker. I mean, her resume really speaks for itself, being the executive producer on Netflix's hit documentary Ladies First.
Never heard of it.
Directing the Netflix short film Sitara, Let Girls Dream, which is about a 14-year-old girl who dreams about becoming a pilot while growing up in a society that doesn't dare allow her to dream.
I gotta tell you, that sounds awful.
God, what an inspiration. So basically all she's done in her career is a bunch of woke feminist documentaries and 2 episodes of Miss Marvel, which according to Disney Lucasfilm, Kathleen Kennedy, and Dave Filoni, qualifies you to direct a Star Wars film.
This is bullshit.
And I do believe that I speak for all fans of real Star Wars when I tell you to
Get back in the kitchen, bitch.
Now, Charmin Obaid-Chinoy, if that is her real name, has been all over social media the past day or so, shortly after her New Year's Eve interview on CNN, where she said,
"It's about time that we had a woman come forward to shape the story in a galaxy far, far away."
Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Deborah Chow just fuck up Obi-Wan Kenobi like a year and a half ago? What the fuck are you talking about? But the more crazy thing, in my opinion, was what the interviewer said when introducing Charmin Obaid-Chinoy, if of course that is her real name.
Frankly, it sounds made up.
Referring to her as an activist filmmaker.
Filmmaker and activist Charmin Obaid-Chinoy, the first woman and the first person of color to direct a Star Wars film.
So for those of you who don't know, an activist is a person who campaigns to bring about political or social change, which is the exact opposite of what Disney CEO Bob Iger said he wants to do with Disney moving forward, focusing on entertainment and not political message or activism. So clearly that was all bullshit, Bob.
Fucking pussy ass bitch.
And because of that, this movie will bomb just like the Marvels did. In fact, this movie will be The Marvels 2.0. The similarities between these 2 films so far is astounding. You got a main character that the fans hate. You got 2 woke directors. One is the first female of color to direct an MCU film, and one is the first woman of color to direct a Star Wars film. As Disney loves to remind us, you have 2 former powerhouse IPs currently at the lowest point they've ever been in their entire existence. You got Brie Larson taking shots at men who represent a majority of the MCU fan base. And you got Charmin Obaid-Chinoy, if that is her real name, taking shots at men who represent a majority of the Star Wars fan base. And let's just jump into that one right now. So the second clip that's really making the rounds on social media is the one I opened this video with, where she says she loves making men feel uncomfortable.
What is the balance of activating a force for change?
God, they actually went out and got Jon Stewart, of all people, to interview her.
I like to make men uncomfortable. I enjoy making men uncomfortable.
And that's just the kind of sexist bullcrap that's going to keep you in the kitchen. Sit your ass down.
And Jon Stewart just sits there and takes it like a doormat for these feminists to come in and just walk all over him.
Not you, just not you.
Point taken, point taken.
I want you to look at the body language here. Look at how the 3 women are all sitting up, very tall, very postured, and Jon is hunched over, very timid. He has his hand up like, look, I don't want to offend you. Don't get mad at me. This is how men today are supposed to act, according to women like this.
To be able to look into the eyes of a man and say, I am here, and recognize that.
I have to ask, If this were a man saying things like this about women,
It should make you uncomfortable because you need to change your attitude.
would he have a job tomorrow?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
That you will perhaps look at yourself in the mirror and not like the reflection, and then say, maybe there is something wrong with the way I think, or maybe there is something wrong with the way I am addressing this issue.
And by the way, Dave Filoni is fine with all of this. Dave Filoni is fine with her directing a Star Wars movie because he is 100% on board with the Force's female agenda.
And recognize that I am working to bring something that makes you uncomfortable, and it should make you uncomfortable.
Boy, you really are a sad little fucker, aren't you?
I mean, just the anger and hatred in your voice, along with your radical sense of entitlement, your opinions of others, and your woke mindset is why this movie will bomb, just like the Marvels did. And when it does, you will blame all the men that you enjoy making feel uncomfortable, just like the Marvels did.
Get back in the kitchen.
Thanks for watching. Please smash that like button, and please subscribe to the channel if you're new.